by. Right. Okay. Fantastic. Who's going to go next?
I'll go next. Would somebody else want to go?
No, that's fine. Why don't you go?
Oh, jolly good. jolly good.
Hi there. Hello.
Hello. Oh, dear. I say.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, it's jolly, isn't it? Absolutely jolly.
What's your name?
Trevor.
Trevor. Hi, Trevor.
Trevor Tulip Pope Smith.
Trevor what?
Tulip Pope Smith.
Where does that come from?
Oh, well, I must admit that I adopted it. I adopted it. I mean, I didn't think I was a Trevor Smith, you know. So I added the Pope and hyphen, and somebody else added the Tulip a long time ago, in Chelsea in the 1980s.
Oh, right. Okay, well, we've got some questions for you, Trevor, so I'm sure we'll talk more about the 1980s in Chelsea.
Oh, no God. Oh, God.
Trevor, what did you do, or what do you do?
Oh, did a spot of antique dealing, you know, just nice table. You love this one. You love this table. Oh, yes, that sort of thing. Just a little spot here and there, dealing in tables, dealing in knives and forks, antique.
And for many, many years, was that in Chelsea?
Mainly in Chelsea, yes. I've been, yes, mostly, but business, yes, in Chelsea. A lot of rich people in Chelsea, you know.
Are you rich, Trevor?
Me? Well, I wouldn't, reduced circumstances.
Do you want to tell us more about those circumstances?
Pension. No more to say about that, I think. I think
Are you in any sort of a relationship, Trevor?
Oh, well, you know what it's like. Don't you? There's standards. Standards, absolutely. The boys these days, they have... don't know. I don't know. The boys these days are tough. I mean, who is there who will appreciate? Who will appreciate a bit of aesthetics? You know, like a good old Baladrier waistcoat. Laugh at me, they do. I go down to Does Your Mother Know, and they just giggle. I can see them giggling.
And how does that make you feel, Trevor?
Absolutely annoyed. I get very annoyed. My doctor has given me some pills to stop me from getting so agitated. When I get annoyed, I just absolutely get annoyed. Absolutely. I don't know what to do. Sorry, there's somebody giggling now. I can't, really. God.
Sorry, Trevor.
God, so you should be.
Very much so.
Trevor, what's the contents of your fridge?
Well, funny you should ask. I've just had a delivery from the postman. It's a Venezuelan black. It's called. It's cacao. It's very pure chocolate. I'm going to make a most excellent chocolate brownies and perhaps a chocolate sauce with it. That sort of thing is in my fridge. Black Vietnamese rice. All the kind of everyday things. Everyday things.
Have you travelled much in your life, Trevor?
Oh, used to spend a lot of time on the Riviera, you know. With Duncan. Duncan was a great man on the Riviera, yeah. And a little bit of a splashing around on a yacht. Now and again. When, in those days, boys nowadays, of course, they're not interested.
Tell us a little bit more about Duncan, Trevor.
Oh, Duncan, how are you? Well, if I told you his full name, you'd recognise him. Well, I'm very discreet. I was always very discreet. But yes, Duncan Mayhew, he was he worked for the Foreign Office, you know. Before he went to Moscow, we had a great time. Yes, ended up in Moscow. Funny that.
Do you miss Duncan?
What?
Do you miss Duncan?
Well, yes, he's one of the few who had high enough standards. Standards approaching one's own. Oh, dear.
Where do you live, Trevor, these days?
Oh, I've retired to Bournemouth. It's not what it used to be. Not what it used to be. I must say, I'm disappointed in it. Very disappointed.
What did it used to be?
Oh, it used to be classy, you know. It used to be before hoi polloi moved in. It was it was a select, very select. And what could it? Sorry.
What do you do for fun, Trevor?
Fun. Well, I must say I enjoyed looking out the window and seeing how ridiculous these people are. And lockdown doesn't mean anything to me, of course, because I've been locked down since 1989. That's what I always say. But yes, they look out and they're running about in their cars and going to supermarkets. I just laugh at them.
What happened in 1989, Trevor?
Well, that was when Duncan went to Moscow. Yes, he had to leave his position at the Foreign Office and travel to Moscow. Yes, something to do with a nuclear secret. Nuclear secret. Yeah, poof.
Well, Trevor, we'd love to meet you a little bit later on too, if that's all right. So hold your horses, so to speak.
Oh, hold my horses! Oh, you are one.
Yeah, very nice to meet you. Thank you so much, Trevor.
Thank you.
See you soon. All right, and let's have our final character, please.